Happy Sunday! I am inviting you into the special Sunday spa self-care routine that I do. It's my special mommy time, and I'm taking you into today's spa routine where I'm going to be sharing with you my natural whitening regimen and how I use my rose quartz roller to minimize swelling and inflammation and infuse some awesome plant serum that I love. And I'm going to share with you a little sneak peek to this Friday's video where I do castor oil packing. So let's dig into my self-care Sunday. This is what we're going to be working with today on my Sunday self-care spa day here at home. I'm excited to be sharing with you the Snow Teeth Whitening System. This is a very natural oriented, bleach-free and UV-free teeth whitening. So we're going to do that. And they include a card for you to kind of see. I am in the between 3 and 4 category. I don't need to necessarily have one, but I do consume dark teas and even wine on occasion. So I want to make sure I'm just keeping my teeth nice and clean. Before I do the snow treatment, the first course of action is to treat your lips. And I love the ingredients. Look at this. One of the things I love about this is it has hyaluronic acid, and I actually use this serum even when I'm not doing my lightening. I think it's wonderful, especially at night. In the wintertime, my lips take a big hit. Hyaluronic acid is very moisture enhancing and promoting. And also I'm going to share with you my rose quartz rolling that I use with my antioxidant serums. You guys might remember this bad boy from my holiday gift guide, the stocking stuffer guide. I have had this rose quartz roller for a while. This is a larger wand, and then the smaller wand. I'll show you how I use this specifically to infuse my healthy serums after that awesome problem solver mask. So wonderful. I'll include a product link for this down below. I think every lady and gentleman should have a rose quartz roller. I'm going to be doing the problem solver mask, which is awesome. And I'm going to share with you a little highlight of my castor oil packing. I'm doing that today. And then I'm going to be finishing up with the Himalayan scrub. So let's dig into my Sunday spa day. So the first thing on tap this Sunday self-care day is the May Lindstrom Problem Solver Mask. This bad boy is a powerhouse problem solver. That's why it gets its name. It will take care of any type of blackheads, pore, uneven skin, just the tone, texture. It has probiotics, and it even has dirt and some really good herbs that are anti-inflammatory. So I am going to get started on applying this onto my face. And then as soon as I finish the application, then I'm going to share with you how I do my snow teeth whitening. So let's get busy.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
So friends, I hope you enjoyed my little dance party there. So I want to take a quick second to kind of explain why I do my hands while my nose finishes drying. So this is something that us females really need to focus on, are our hands, particularly the front of our hands. A lot of times you're doing a lot of great skincare and it's super anti-aging and power punched with a lot of nutrients, but we forget our hands. And what are some of the big signs of aging? For females, what are the two things that you traditionally look at in terms of how old is the female? The neck, the waddler that a lot of women hate, and the hands. And this is particularly impactful, especially for women who down the road might have facelifts or surgeries or different facial enhancements, that a lot of times the hands get neglected. The other reason why I focus on my hands is that growing up in Florida, a lot of our time in the car is spent driving. And so the UV exposure in the driving state is huge. And so we don't even think about the exposure to UV rays our hands get. So if you are at home dealing with sunspots or premature wrinkling or early signs of aging, don't forget your hands. So that's one of the reasons why I do all of my treatments on my hands. And one of the things I want to share with you that I'll be sharing next week is micro needling and how I use that to enhance the collagen production. It's basically collagen induction therapy. I not only do it on my face, my neck, my décolleté, right through here, I also do it on my hands. So I can't wait to share that with you. So let me take this off and I'll show you the next step of my Sunday self-care routine. Okay, so I just finished wiping off the May Lindstrom Problem Solver mask. And I want to share with you guys why I love that mask so much. So it definitely is going to be a greater expenditure if you decide to invest in the Problem Solver mask. It's something that you're not doing every day, and you'll definitely notice a big impact if you do it at least once a week. And because of the time that you're gonna be using it, it'll last you a lot longer. So I think the bottle is about $100, $110. I'll include the link down below where you can grab it, but it is seriously like I forgot. So seriously, friends, the May Lindstrom mask, the Problem Solver mask, is a worthwhile investment. My skin, I don't know if you can see it here with the lights, and even my hands, it feels so good. And it's great for all skin types, acneic, dry, mature, youthful, whatever, all skin tones. It is awesome. Okay, so next up on my agenda is to tone. So I actually am going to be using the toner I showed you guys recently. Here it is, the Rose toner. I totally didn't have this prep, so my apologies. I definitely tone after any of my facial treatments, and you want to make sure you're toning gently. So I grew up in the era of the sea breeze. Anybody else? Comment below, affirm how old we are. So I love to tone with rose water. First of all, I mean, hello. You give yourself roses essentially. Every time you tone, it's just so fantastic. Rose particularly, and this is a damask rose. It's just so wonderful. And the Middle Eastern cultures have been using rose for thousands of years. The healing properties of it, you just can't beat. So, okay, so don't forget to tone. And what you're seeing here, the redness. So on my neck, I'm a little bit more sensitive to the Problem Solver mask, but sometimes my sloughing of it is why I get red. So I don't want you to think that it's causing an allergic reaction or anything. Okay, so next up is my rose quartz roller. And I'm not using a jade, I use rose quartz. I personally like the rose quartz for all of the energetic properties. Whether you believe in that or not, it's totally okay. But it's very similar to jade. But it's very cooling to the touch, and it's fantastic for emitting a lymphatic drainage and kind of enhances that. But also it helps to infuse serums that you want to put on your skin. And that is what I'm doing next. I am using 2 serums. If you watched my video about my Indy Lee masterclass, I'm in love with her products. So Indy Lee, I'm first going to start with her stem cell serum, and it literally is just going to be like 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. Nothing major. Kind of get that going. I want to hit right through here. So I recently saw a dermatologist and a holistic esthetician and had facial scans done, and I'm starting to lose collagen right in here. And so I am totally incorporating a lot of collagen enhancing protocols. Stem cell is great for enhancing your collagen production. It's also great for minimizing uneven skin pigmentation, which is what I have here, and some post or pregnancy related melasma. This, if you watched any of my videos, you know this is from traveling into Africa for a month when I was in college, and then, you know, spending nearly a year and a half abroad in Southeastern Asia. So next up is a squalene facial oil. I, particularly here in the winter months, I love facial oils. Squalene is naturally derived. It's so wonderful. There's tons of really great research that is showcasing the benefit of using squalene to enhance cell turnover. So if anybody's dealing with like precancerous cells, squalene is going to be very impactful. And so I just do that. And I always, you didn't see it on the plant cell, but I always finish up with my hands because you want to get the same benefit. Same with the décolleté. Okay, so let's get started with the rolling. So I use the big roller for the big parts of my face. I use it for the forehead, the cheeks, and then I'll use the smaller little head for underneath my eyes. But basically you kind of start at the center and just roll down. You roll up your chin, across your cheek. You do the same on the other side. And what this does is just helps infuse in your serum. And because we're going up like this, and this is something I get lymphatic drainage because I do it a lot. And it's going to help reduce puffiness that you have in your cheeks and your kind of sinus cavity. Let me get my hair out of the way. And so it's just so good. And it improves skin circulation, which that is fantastic if we need to heal any parts of the skin. And then, friends, what you want to do on the little part here is you just go underneath the eye. You can see this. You go underneath the eye. It's just real gentle. It's literally like just a gentle touch, nothing major. And I can get really close to my eye because I wear contacts. And I actually do on top of the lid. And my family, our skin, we don't wrinkle, we droop. Are there any other facial droopers out there? So this area right here, I'm always very conscious of. And because we're in the eye orbital, I don't do any micro needling there, but I do this because, first of all, this is so cooling. I mean, there's no difference in the temperature of this in the wintertime or in the summer months, but oh my gosh, it will get rid of fine lines and wrinkles and get rid of the puffiness, especially the little bags under the eye. So I do this on the same side. And again, I get really close to my eye, but I've been a contact wearer since I was 14 and it doesn't really bother me, but due to your kind of comfort level. And I just also want to tell you that I sanitize this tool every time before and after I use it. And I usually have my little sanitizing wipes. I either use an alcohol spray or these are really easy, the alcohol prep swabs. It's 70% isopropyl alcohol. And so I will use that because you don't want to, pass along the bacteria on your face from one treatment or time that you're doing therapy on your face. Okay, so the other thing too is I will roll right here underneath my nose. And then I'll do a little rolling here on the chin, just right here. This is a tough spot for the larger tool to get into. And then I'll just roll up. I start kind of at the base right here, and I just roll up. So for me, I have to warn you, I get a lot of lymph drainage from this. And then brushing, go underneath the chin, up. You want to roll up towards your ear. You really want to kind of do that. And then roll down, and then roll all through here. So that is what I do to just kind of get my lymphatics moving. And the next step in our day here, on my spa day, is we're going to do a castor oil pack. So let's get kicked off with that. So I'm gonna do this shower scrub, and that will be my time here in my spa adventure. I hope you found this extremely impactful, hopefully helpful, and I hope it inspires you to carve out time for your self-care, carve out whatever day works well for you. I just love Sundays because it's a day of rest, it's a day of peace and rejuvenation, and it gets you ready for Monday. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, this Friday, you're not gonna wanna miss our video where I detail more step-by-step of my castor oil pack video. And then next Monday, you're not gonna wanna miss my derma rolling tutorial. I'm so excited for you to join me today. Thanks everybody, have a great day, and happy spying.